Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, a big warm welcome. I'm working on some clusters today for the journal that is getting near towards the end. So I've been making a couple of fabric ones, but I'm going to do some with paper and fabric today, just a nice easy little project. Now, I've already done these two, right? And these ones are on paper clips. These are inspired by Denise over at Wonderbar Crafts. Hello, my lovely. She sent me a couple of these. I think it was, well, it's more than a couple. I think it was 4 she sent me in the first ever Happy Mail that she'd sent me. And I've been making them ever since. So, we'll make a quick one of those because I've already made 2. It was too noisy to film earlier with everybody in and the kids all here and that. And this one I haven't put on a paper clip. This one will go just directly onto the page, maybe with a little bit of trim hanging down. So I'll just make one more of these to show you. And then I'm going to move on to some other things. I've got quite a thick thread, but it's because I like to tie them onto the paper clip before I secure it with a little snip of fabric. So we go from big to small, and I'll just thread them on and leave quite a bit of tail because I want to be able to pull the knots. So I'm just gonna do some layers on top of one another, and there'll be, I'll do this more once we've got them all in place, sort of each one slightly offset from the next, you know, so you don't get like a uniform pattern. And as you can see, I've got different types of fabrics. I'm sticking with that kind of blue cream, I don't know what that's doing there, blue cream kind of palette that I've been working with. And just, like I said, going from big to small, so this will probably be my last larger bit. And then a bit of this. So I hope you're all well. I've had a right busy week. All the kids was here and that last week. It was half term. And so, yeah, very busy with all the kids and the grandkids and everything. And I try and sort of do nice dinners and whatnot. And I made a couple of nice desserts that I've got the recipes from here on YouTube. And, yeah, it all turned out nice. So, we've had a nice week. And I nearly pulled that all the way through then. I haven't been holding it. Right, I think I might want another bit of this on the very top. Let's see if the smallest bit there. Do it up that way. Right. And then, before I tie it off, I'm going to get out of my little snippets. Oh, like I always say, I do believe in fate and things like that. This one was popping right out at me, so that's the one I'm going to use. And I'm going to try and make it look like a little bow. I might not have much luck. I'm not very good at bows. I need to get that bow maker thing. You know, that multi-tool from We Are Memory Keepers. I need to get that board, because as you can see, I'm pretty rubbish at doing bows, but I'm just getting the gist of it, because once I stitch it on, I can pull it into place. So I just need to grip them all at the same time. Oh, and right, back through. And obviously I'm going to trim that bit in a minute. Right. Oh, don't pull it too tight. Right. So, there I've got my sort of bow. It'll look better in a minute, trust me. And I'm going to trim my ribbon. Right. I need to trim that side a bit more now. Not too much off. Right, and I'm going to flip it over, grab a paper clip, and then this is why I like to leave a long tail, because I tie it in 2 knots. That one, oh, a bit too tight there, made the bottom layer flip up. And again, and Denise probably do this a million times better than I do it, but I'm just showing you because I do like how they look. And I'm gonna cut that not right up to the thing, because I sort of pull them together and through the paper clip, which I'm not making this look easy at all, am I? But it really is. Right, you know me and Fiddly, we ain't mates. Right, okay, so I've got it there. Let's trim a little bit more off, it's a bit long. And then I'll just grab a bit of this because it's here. I'll just get a little bit and I'll go in behind part of the paper clip, oh, like behind the little bit, so we'll push it down like that, and then I'll tuck the bit that I've just tied a double knot in behind, and now I'm going to glue it. So I'll grab my glue and pop. I don't think it'll pop through all of that dunk. Right, there and there. I've got my glue. Give it a pinch to make sure it holds. I've cut that bit of cotton off, and then just grab a bit of scrap. That's ready to go on there, and then all I need to do is choose what I want in the centre, and maybe, no, I can go lighter than that. Maybe, yeah, that'll look nice. Look, once I get this on, trim that bit, it's a little bit long. Right. Oh, and then look, pop. Oh, pop a bit of glue in the middle. Don't need a lot. And my little flower. And then now on the page, look how cute that really is. It is gorgeous, isn't it? So that is what I normally do after the inspiration from Denise. But I'm going to grab the stapler because we're going to do some sewing, or we might not now. I've done that one. We could do some with part paper, part fabric, and see what they turn out like. That big bit there. Another bit just offset like I did when I was using just fabric. No, I'll have a bit of this. And then a bit of that. Right. And then I'm just gonna, if I can, staple it together, and then I can pop something in the middle again, and this will stick straight onto a page. Let's get a bit of glue onto the petals of that flower because it's quite big, and that can either go straight onto the page like that in your journal, or have a little bit of trim hanging down from behind. So I like that one. And then sometimes I do the ones with a little tag, don't I? And I'll put it so that there's a bit, I decorate it and then do it. I only glue the top bit together and leave those open so that on the page they can sit like that, say, with a little dangle, and you've got something on that side and something on that side, because I will decorate both sides. So we'll do a bit of them as well. Right, so for ones like this small, I'm thinking just really delicate little piece of trim is all you're gonna need to make something like this, because it's nice and small and dainty looking, and that might go better on there. And on here I could use a piece like this, just take a little bit off, mainly of like the fringe really. I've got to cut a bit off of there and we'll fray it again. So we've got a teeny tiny square. Oh, there goes my scissors, and I'm just going to get a bit of glue there. Oh, and on this one, right, and I'll grab them scissors. Right, and so now I'm just gonna put a little off, tiny little off cut of fabric or ribbon. So I'm just gonna stick a piece of that on this one. And then one of these little flowers. Oh, in the middle. And then this one. I really like that you can see that flower through there. So maybe just, I don't know, my flat back pearls are too big. I may have some smaller ones. I didn't have any flat back pearls that were small, but I had gems. But in my little quest for those, I found this, which is really hard to pick up. A little flat back flower. So I think I might stick that on. We've got to remember to come down quite low, because I have to make a new hole. So actually the best place for that would be covering the flower that's already there, but you will still see like the petals. I don't know how well you're seeing it on camera, but you will still see through the really sheer fabric, you'll see the stem and the leaves that were leading up to that flower. And what I need to do, for these to have a charm or something hanging off, I have to make the hole bigger at the top so that I can put an eyelet, and then it's strong enough to hang something from. So like I said, I'll just glue the tops with these, because when it comes to placing them, I can put them like that, a nice little dangle, and each side has got something pretty. So I'm gonna punch an hole. And lining it up, I'd go to the top of the circle that's already there, the hole that's already there rather, and then punch. And then we'll set a little eyelet. I just might have to trim that off. And then now that'll be ready to go onto a page. I'm sorry, someone's just coming down the stairs and you can hear them. That'll go onto a page and I'll be able to hang something from the eyelet. Right, so I'm going to do another one like that. And we've got these two bits. So I think on this one I want a sheer piece like that, but it's got to be made a little bit smaller. So I can just trim off, or just trim them straight into my waste bin, the edges of that one, but then this side needs to come off and then be refrayed just so that it looks the same. And that will then fit nicely on there, hanging over a bit, which is how I want it. So hopefully just a minimal amount of glue. If any wants to come out, it would be nice. But that, like that. And then I think on this one, I haven't used any of this yet, which is nice, but a bit plain on its own. So just trim off that dodgy edge. I want it about that long. And I want something underneath it. No, I'll need to cut a bit of this in a rectangle along this way. And along. Just get that bottom piece off. I can use that somewhere else. Oh, I've pushed that over there. I want that. And then, so what am I doing? Layering up that. Oh, done this one. And then I want to put a word on them. So these will be, I've got to work out where they'll be on a page. That will be, say, like coming off of the top but side maybe of the page. Might be a nice direction for it to go. Something dangling down. So that the words will be the right way up. Oh, I couldn't get that out then, because I thought I could put a little word. I think I need to take more off of this one. There's a bit too much on there. Oh, if I can rip it. Oh, I better rip too much and go right through it. Oh no, I've just about saved the word. Oh dear. Right. I don't want that pointy bit. Let's see. The word wonder will go across like that, yellow like that. Like that. Now on this side, it'll be like that. So I can move that off now. Now I know what way it's going, and I'll find another word. Serenity. That looks nice. And have I got anything that could hang down, or I've got this. I'm going to hang that on the other side though. I might do a bit on each side. I don't want to overdo it. But I thought, especially, I think maybe I'm just going to do it on the one side. I thought I could have, with that on my page, just a little bit of this hanging down, not loads. So, let's get the end. And, oh. Maybe just a little bit like that, and it will hang on the page. I think I quite like that. So I'll glue it like that, yeah. And then now I just need to glue these together at the top and set the eyelet, and on the page they'll look like that on that side with the word wonder, and that on that side with the word serenity. So I do like that. I'm going to move them over there because we've done 2 of these now that hang on the page like that. I'll do something different for the last one, or maybe 2. Right, so that's it with the eyelet in, and I just think that will look really nice. So we've done them, and so now I think I just want to do maybe, got something like this. It's not long enough to go across the bottom of the page of the journal I'm working on, just this little offcut, but it's so pretty. I think that something like that hanging down. I've got these little doilies, like we used in the beginning, that I've cut out, and so that's the wrong way. It's got to be over that way. Something like that maybe. With where are those flat back pearls? They're here. No. Something like that maybe, or hanging down from behind. So let me just trim little stray bits off, neaten it up a little bit, and then maybe on there like that coming down I think would look nice. And just a little bit of glue on here. Right, oh, I'm winging it about with the webs of glue. I'm like the Spidey. Oh, that's getting everywhere. Can't bear it. I should have got my glass mat out or something, or my paper, but I didn't. Right, so that's like that. Now, I kind of like that in the middle, but I want something behind again. So I think I'm going to put a bit of that going that way. And where with these sheer ones, they're so fine, you can just glue right through them. I think that zhuzhes it up a bit, but it's lacking one more thing. I've just thought, a bit of eyelash. Right, obviously not all that, but just a bit. If I can just get it to lay nicely, which ain't always as easy as you think it is it, with this stuff? Get the glue in the wrong place, you've had it. Right, so if I'm having that there, like that, so just a few bits will stick out, like that. And then I will have to glue now onto these little sheer pieces, because this bit is going to be holding it on if I get it right. Oh, but it just might end up getting stuck up to the eyeballs. But like, that's it. Stay. Love it. Right, stay. Oh, I don't want that bit there. Want it there, that's it. Right, and then when you're getting towards the end of your glue and it's all gunky, it's so annoying, isn't it? Right, that I really like. I was thinking of putting a flat back pearl in the middle, but I kind of like the simplicity of how it is. I could use a word though, like that somehow, or that. Right, this has got to have a bit more taken off of it, and I know I'm going to mess it up if I just try it with my fingernails. It ends up looking like an animal's chewed it off, doesn't it? So I just wetted it a little bit. And where's my ink? Perfect. Right, and something like that nestled in there. I'm happy with that. Get a bit of my gunky glue, and I want to go under that bit and then over that bit. That's it. So it's right at home there with all the bits and bobs, and I do really like that. Look at that, just as a page, a little cluster for your page. It looks really, really pretty. I'm really pleased with that. I'm going to do one more, and I think I might use something like this as my base. And what we got? So you've got this as well, look. Oh, how pretty is that? It's gorgeous. So yeah, we might have to use a bit of this. Trim up there. And look how pretty is that. It's just so gorgeous. And maybe a bit of that, or it might be too much. I could have something like that. No. Ooh. Maybe just a flower or something. That would look nice. That's upside down that way. Something like that. That could look really pretty. Maybe like that. Yeah, I think I prefer that. Right, so we've got our little twinkly bit. I'll make sure I've got it the right way round, yeah. Just hanging from the bottom half. Whoop. Like that. I love this trim, it's so pretty. And then just sitting on top. Nice little bouquet of flowers, or gathering of flowers, whatever it is. It's really pretty. I need a bit more ink on there. Right, and I think to finish this off, I love these flowers, but I've got flowers here. Oh, I could have a button. How about that? Ah, oh, I like that button. Right, good job. I've still got some thick thread on my needle, because that button will need a thick thread through it. Oh, that's like a tongue twister, isn't it? A thick thread through it. Right, that in there. I could have just glued it on, but I do like when buttons have got the thread through them, you know. So even if I am gluing it on, I would have still sewed some thread through the holes so that it looks like it's sewn, because I just like that rather than an empty buttonhole. Or no, it's not a buttonhole, is it? A buttonhole is what the button goes through. You know what I mean. The thread hole. That. Right. So that's got a nice knot now, and it's going to be glued onto the page, remember. So, only a little short one. Look at the mess I've made though. I've got stuff everywhere. And so, what have we done? We did that cluster. This one. I think that one's my favourite actually. We've got that double-sided. I like that little one as well that we did with the stapler. So easy. And then, what did I do on camera? I did this one, didn't I? Did I do another one? No. Oh, this little tiny one. There weren't really nothing to that though, was there? It was just a little bit. So yeah, there's some of the clusters that are going to be appearing in this journal. These ones are movable. I've got 3 of them, so 3 of the signatures will have one of these each. And then yeah, I'll just dot these about through the journal, and it just makes it that little bit more special, little bit more fluff and fanciness, you know, and something to look at. Sometimes when you've got like a blank book page and then you've just got something pretty, you know, something that just draws the eye. I love that, you know, and I like to fill my journals with things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this little easy one tonight, or whenever it is that you're watching it. And yeah, nice one that you can do if you're sitting watching the telly or listening to a podcast or a book or whatever, you know, really nice thing to do. I'll tell you when it is nice. On a nice sunny day when you're sitting in the garden with your feet up and you've just got a tray with bits and bobs and that. But that seems such a long time ago when I would be able to do that. I went out in my garden earlier and I nearly got blown away and I got soaking wet from the rain. But yeah, when the warm weather does come, that's a little treat that I like to indulge myself in, just sitting crafting in the sunshine. But yeah, I can dream in the meantime. So thank you very much for joining me. I really, really do appreciate every single one of you. Give me a little comment. Let me know if you did anything of these, if you've tried them before, or if you've got an idea that I could do, you know, or that you'd like to see done. I always love to have a little natter with everybody in the comments down below. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you very much. Love you all loads. Bye for now.